Howdy, y'all. My name is Price, and welcome back to some more Blueprints, Day 115, y'all. Okay. So, looking for a couple of things. Gonna try and pull, what is it, the tomb or the shelter in the outside. So I want to get myself some rerolls and stuff if I can before doing that. I want to try and get my stars up. I've got several rooms that we gotta do up at the blue level up here. Gotta figure out what to do with the vault and everything, you know? The family core. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's just start a run. Let's see what happens. I would love to hold on to the den. Den is one that I need to try and get in this upper area. We tried to get it last time, but it was, you know, we did our best. Let's go ahead and get her ladyship's spare room. I'm curious if we need to do the spare room. I guess the spare room was never blue. It was white, I think, to begin with. And then it got upgraded. I'm curious if we need to do, like... Ooh, which of these? I mean, it's hard to pass up the coat check. It's just so helpful to have this emerald bracelet. The courtyard, the parlor, and the billiard room. Those are the ones, the parlor and the billiard room. Because they were blue, and then they became the different colors when we upgraded them. So I'm very curious if those would have notes in them. And I'm curious if I need to try and get every classroom note. Like, is that something that would be necessary? We have done the dining room. We have done the workshop. We have done the observatory. I kind of want to grab the dining room. It's been nice when I have it right next to the entrance hall. All these times I've had to run up through the foundation. I've been really putting myself in that position a lot where I'm just like not giving myself all the room slots that I need. Okay. Well, we're going to put a spare room next to a spare room, I guess. It's funny how they're pointed in the same direction, but the text is going to be in a different orientation. Okay. All right. I would love to curve upwards. Patio's great, and the boudoir's great. Let's do... I don't need gems. So let's grab the boudoir. I don't need to buy or eat those just yet. In my mind, I might get the salt shaker, or I might get the observatory that gives me the apple and stuff like that. So anyway, I wrote down a list over here of the ones that I still have to do, in this blue zone up here. So I believe, and I may have less than these to do, but I believe these ones are ones, that I didn't see in the list, of the ones that, we've got. Let's see. Only had the battery pack yet. Didn't start with anything extra. Okay. So the sauna, the utility closet, which I thought I did the utility closet for some reason. Speaking of which, no, we're going to do the kennel. The mirror room, which is always a really tricky one. The rumpus room and the pantry, the ballroom, and the den. Those are the ones that I have written down to try and get up there. So I'm going to try and do something there. One of y'all reminded me that I should be trying to, y'all have been reminding me a lot that I need to be, we're just going to go ahead and get the secret passage, even if I'm not going to figure out the special stuff with this guy. Checking the emails and stuff. I need to keep checking the emails. Do I want to grab a green room here? Or I think I want a hallway. I think I want to try and get as many doors here as I can. Need some pathways. I love that it changes the color of the door. Ah, darn. Okay. Well then. Now we run all the way back, and that's fine. Okay, so... we want to make our way, I guess, across the dining room. Would love to immediately turn to the north. Elbow right. Well, the Great Hall would both do that and not. I don't have any keys, is the problem. But if I think about it, it's like I could put this here or I could get the utility closet. The corridor, it's like whatever I get in the entrance hall. We're going to grab the Great Hall. Whatever I get in this next room over here is really going to determine the rest of this run. Courtyard, great. Let's do that. Gimme keys. Ooh, shovel. Okay. Okay. Now we're in business. Now we're in business. Okay. So we know that that door is unlocked. And this door is now unlocked because of that. Let's go this way. The Nook. The Nook could be good. The vault, we're still trying to figure out family vault, all that kind of stuff for the cores. And I've been looking, like I said, I've been looking back over the messages and whatnot. And it's like, I feel like there's some information missing. There's a note or something that I read at some point because I remember specifically hearing about stuff. I don't want to waste the den. So we can do the corridor. That's fine. What was I saying? I forget. Anyway, not a huge deal. Let's grab the West Wing Hall. I'm still needing extra rooms. I was like, the lab would be nice. Anyway, long story short, I think I need to be checking emails and things. Garage has lots of keys. It's lots of keys. Chapel's more doors. Keys might be a longer term solution because I do need a key to get through the secret passage is the thing. So that's still something. That's turned off. Don't have keys for you. Nothing extra. Okay. So then we'll go this way? Yeah. Pool hall, den, bedroom. Well, bedroom goes in the right direction. Pool hall's nice, but, you know. And then the den, it's like, I'm still trying to get that up north. Like, I want to do my best to make that happen. It wasn't giving me extra rooms to do so. It was just giving me a quicker path to the Great Corridor, or the Great Hall, rather. Okay. Well, I think it's got to be the hallway. Yeah. Got to be the hallway. Key. Right. Alright. Well, any direction works as long as it goes in a direction. Well, chapel it is. Not too bad. Ow. How dare you make me tithe? Commissary. I mean, either way, I don't get to get into the foundation, so let's get the one that can give me some stuff. Give me stuff. Oh, right. Sledgehammer, salt shaker. I will still buy the gems because I got the money, and who knows if we will get, like the study or something to reroll things, you know? Conference room, utility closet, observatory. Well, we'll do the conference room. Again, trying to give myself as many opportunities to get rooms. Because I'd like to just get all the blue notes. Like, that's the main thing, is right now that's something, that's a tangible goal that I can get. Alright, well, it's gotta be the morning room. Like, the observatory would also work, but I mean, the morning room is pretty dang good. What you got for me? Hey. Almost always something there. I feel like this room has a really high item chance. Anything else? No. Okay, we got a couple keys. If I get down to one key left, then I'm going to... I'll take the observatory. Save it to run to the other side to go out from the secret passage, I think. The inkwell! Okay. Well, I can always burn through my stars like I always do. Alright. Attic, planetarium, library. Look, look, they're literally doing it to me at this very moment. Alright, I can go out through the chapel, and I can go out through the secret passage. I'm not getting into the foundation here, but I may be able to find my way into the foundation, so I will grab the attic. The attic has a good chance of allowing me to be able to go into the foundation from the outside. All right, we got a compass. We got a key. Got another key. What else have we got? Just got to look at every little spot. Oh, wow, bunch of keys. Okay, bunch of keys. Secret garden key is nice. I can do the secret garden, like I can do my hallway here, and then my secret garden there, and then I've got at least one blue spot here, you know? And I guess I'll use stars to try and reroll and get one of those rooms. Like the den I would love to get so I can start using the den again. Where was that, like here? Yeah. Okay. Did I get everything? I think so. Okay. A lot of keys. Which I'm cool with. And you didn't seem to have anything extra. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Shouldn't have to go back down that path. It is sometimes nice to have those little, like, twisting paths that end, and you're like, I never need to go back there again. Dark room works. Vestibule works, but it's a pain. So I could do the dark room. You know, it goofs me a bit, but I'll go to the right first, see how that goes. Maybe we loop back around to the secret passage, you know? Maybe we just risk it here. We'll see. But we'll do the dark room. Gets me going the ways I'd like. You require gems, so we're gonna assume that you're alright. Oh, cool! Neat! Oh, no, not neat. Well, let's just go ahead and risk it. Gems. Ah, darn. Well, at least I got a computer. Alright, we checked emails last time. I'll check the staff announcements, I guess. Let's do an experiment. Whenever you spend 2 or more, each time you eat an apple, we'll do that. Gain a star. Let's do that. And I have left some apples behind. Pause experiment setup. Let's log into the network. Okay. Staff announcements. Surprisingly, according to the network. Okay. Here we go. Tuesday, March 1st. Simon, last weekend I started making a list of upgrade discs I knew of. It's only half of them, but hopefully it'll be some help. Laser chamber, mechanarium, freezer, morning room, tomb, great... Tomb? What? But... they said I'd gotten all of the discs. They don't know where half of them are. Then you're telling me these are extra ones. Okay. Last weekend I started making a list of upgrade discs I knew of. It's only half of them, but hopefully it will be of some help. So yeah, we've seen none of these. That makes more sense. When they told me I was 16, I was like, was it really that many? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Okay. Remote access. I'm trying to think if I want to do security. Like... yeah. What I'm thinking is I will just set the security to low is what I'm going to do. And I guess I could turn offline mode. It's like, but I might find a key card. You know, it's one of those situations. So we're going to leave them on offline mode locked. Or no. Change offline mode. That's right. That's right. Unlocked. There we go. I was like, why wouldn't I change that? What am I doing? In my head, I was thinking of, I was at the utility closet and I was turning the power off. That's where my head was. Okay. So now we got to do Yeah, because we can't get into that room, so we need to do the big loop. Actually, which way do we go? Across the chapel, down and around. Yeah, we're taking a long trip back up to that secret passage, but that's all we got for now. If I get the utility closet, then we can go Foundation Way. Which at least is something. Okay. Now, when I go back through the boudoir, I should eat some apples. They now have a porpoise. Okay. So, yeah, if we get there, I may waste some stars. I know. Like I said, at this point, to get all the stars, I'm aiming for swapping with allowance. It's just, unless I get a whole bunch of episodes in a row where I find ways of cheesing to get stars, you know, like using experiments, right? Like so, right? Then, you know, then maybe it works out. But hopefully we're good. So then, yeah, that's right. North of here, so we're going to get a room here, and then I want to do Secret Garden there. That will send a whole bunch of fruit to the conference room that we will go to later. And we can get a bunch of stars that way. All right. Can I use the Secret Garden key here? Oh, I could. Even though I had it choose to be a hallway, I was able to do that. Cool. Interesting. All right. If that's locked, you can still force it to be something else. So you could also, even if you chose a red one, you could still do the key and make it, you know, this, or you could do a silver key or something like that, maybe. That's interesting. Very interesting. Could have probably gone for the hallway. That probably would have been a better move, but I was curious. Oh. Aha. I know that's where they like to hide stuff. Okay, what do we got? East Wing Hall. Beautiful. Okay, so then this one, we would like to get to be one of those 8 rooms that I mentioned. Sauna, utility closet, mirrors, rumpus room, pantry, ballroom, den. Oh, and then billiard room and parlor room. So it's actually like 9. Okay, so can't lockpick it. Okay, it's none of these. I've got all these. I'll do a couple rerolls. The den! Beautiful. That's one of them. Okay. Oh, we got our ding-ding-ding. Okay, give me that. All right, blue note, blue note. Where can you be? Looking for a blue note. A T, a he, a he. Nothing there. Every now and then I see my cursor on something and I think like, oh, there's like a little arrow symbol there, huh? It's like, yes, there is, Price. And you're the one putting it there. Mother of God, I'm inside the game. Okay. We're at the right level, right? Yeah. It's a tough one. I gotta go global view. Behind that guy. Behind him. Behind a cushion or something. No. We're gonna find you. We're gonna find you. Where could you be? Oh, where has this blue note gone? Oh, where could it be? Okay. Got the front of the cushions, looking underneath the coffee table. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. I want it to be in the couch cushions. You know what I mean? Just like poking out of there. No. Bookcase, maybe? Sometimes they like to hide them amongst other papers. Side of furniture. Stairs. You? Aha! There we go. The sin associated with this room is often associated with one's use of time. Interesting. The sin associated with this room. The den. I mean, I would assume the sin of sloth. And also, I'm thinking about the room 8, where I think the bear is the animal that is sloth. I may be wrong, but if it's the bear, it's like, huh, sloth? Den, like a bear's den? That's a neat little thing, if that's the case. Okay, cool. We're heading this way. Let's see if we can't get one of those other rooms. You know, I mentioned that the funeral parlor is one that could have a blue one because it used to be a blue room. I'm gonna get it. Might not have one, so we'll spend some time looking around, but I may give up after a point. But like, I don't know, seems like it could be the case. Otherwise, it's like, oh, there's certain notes that I'll never see, right? Because of the upgrades that I did. Notes. Where are you? Little note. Like, I could see them having a different note for each one of these rooms, but maybe it's only when it's blue. Maybe it's only when it's blue. Okay. What if it was in one of these guys? That'd be something. Okay. I'm not convinced one way or another. I'll, for now, we'll probably move on. But we'll keep it in mind. Nothing. All right. I think I've looked everywhere, unless it's in one of these guys, which would be hilarious. All right, let's go up here. Pool's not bad, and I don't need the pool for that, so I could get into room 46 if I so chose. Oh, that's right, I had some things that I wanted to try out in there. That's right. Ooh, dice. Oh, the key card, of course. Luckily, I didn't get the utility closet. Otherwise, that would have been bad for me. I would have turned the thing off. Would have been annoying. Okay. So I can do a room here. What you got? Mailroom, pool hall, music room. Well, I'll get the mailroom. Like, get a thing for tomorrow. You know, I've already seen the mailroom message. So now let's head down to the East Hall. Okay, and then we work towards the same kind of goals. Well, dang. None of these work out for me, but I can go up through the foundation, so it's not a huge deal. We will grab the observatory. Yeah. Okay. And so before I go down to do the foundation run, I should go to the conference room. Go eat all them apples. Oh, and I can do one from the secret garden as well. Cool. Servants' quarters. All right, I'll get some keys. Do I need the utility closet? I'd be able to turn the dark room on. I have the key card now, though, so I don't need to turn off the key card doors. Closed exhibit. Nothing really in there for me anymore, I don't think. So let's grab the servants' quarters. I think that's the way to go. I guess the utility closet I also could have turned on the garage, but now I'm just good to go. Oh, hey, this was the treasure room? Neat. Now I'm just good to go for keys, likely, you know? Less to worry about. Okay. What you got for me? All right, a little bit each. Okay. There's a hole. But there ain't nothing in the hole. Okay, yeah, we're going a long way down. A long way down. I did dig these, right? I did not. Cool. Bork, bork. And an old tin can. Alright. Pet the dog. I can make the detector shovel, I think. And I think I could also make the power hammer. Let's just go ahead and make the power hammer. It's been a while. You never know. Back in the day when I used to think there were basically only 2 combinations you could make. Okay, assemble. Still curious about the other, like, red herring items. What seem like maybe red herring items. And, how they work out. How they fit in. Okay, boudoir. And then we go to the dining room. Ah, it's the pizza. Which we do not have a furnace. Not planning on getting one. Have the dinner. Okay. And across the courtyard. Now, where am I going again? Conference room. It's such a long haul, but I'm gonna get a ton of moves for doing it, so overall I'll probably lose some, but it'll be fine. Oh man, if I'd powered the garage, I could leave through here. Foolish. Foolish. But I got keys, so, you know, not entirely foolish. Okay, and then left. And then left. And food. Ooh, look at all those stars. Okay, cool. We're at 56 stars. Loving it, loving it. Let's head on, yeah, all the way back where I just came from. To the entrance hall. Let's go. Not through the Great Hall. Right. No, through this one. And then here. Okay. And now we're on autopilot. So I guess it's off to the basement, but I actually did net positive moves and also a bunch of stars. So that really worked out. Okay, let's head on down. And I think this way, yeah. So I've got the key card. Should be able to go up in there. We just want to get the ability to get to the row 8. And then after all that, we're going to head out and we're going to try and get the tomb. Or the shelter. Going the wrong way. Do it. And then key card. Beedoo boop. Come to me. Okay, so I do love the Foundation as like this second chance, you know, being able to come down here and kind of like give it a shot. I may get screwed. I may not have an opportunity for a door out here. I may also use some rerolls if that ends up being the case. Silver key, we're going to use that right away if the door's locked. Because, again, digging in the Foundation doesn't seem to work for the kennel. Well, we're gonna do the observatory, because, yeah, I want... Well, the tunnel gives me the ability to do a room there, right? But then I'm done. Observatory lets me go over here and maybe get multiple doors. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. Ooh, the Cloister of Lydia. Beautiful. Ooh! So here's the deal with the electric aquarium. Maybe I pull the laundromat. Like over here. You know? Okay. Up here, we want to try and get one of those rooms. So let's see what we can get. We're just gonna... It's a regular thing. Well, there's the laundry room that I just spoke of. Crap. I mean, I think I do it. I think we do it, y'all. Get ready to have a ton more stars. Star treatment. Swap. Cost 5 and we'll exchange all of your remaining stars with your allowance permanently. Let's do it. Oh my god. Look at all those stars. Well, now I'm not too worried about rerolls. Wait, did it work? It shows me as having 58 stars. You know? My allowance says 58. My stars say 177. Okay, it just hasn't updated at the top there. That's so wild. Okay. So then... we're gonna use the silver key. I would love multiple doors here. Okay. West Wing Hall is fine. Closed exhibit would also be fine. There's no reason to, though. Okay, and then we want to try and get one of those rooms up here. So, one of the rooms, and there's a reason I never get it, is because it's the ballroom, and generally we have a lot of gems, and I don't want to do that. Would love to pull the ballroom this time. Just get that one out of the way. Use. But I'll take any of these ones. So, we've done all them, so let's do a redraw. Ooh, treasure trove we love, but it blocks out our spot there. Gotten them. I have done the walk-in closet, strangely enough. I'll go... I mean, I've got a lot of stars now. Right? 176. I have those. Utility closet, I do not think I have. I may have the utility closet. I do not think I have this one. It's on my list over here. So we're going to grab it. Well, garage, on, off, doesn't matter. Keycard system's fine as it is. Okay, note. Because for some reason I feel like I remember coming in here and being like, oh man, I hope the note's not behind there. But maybe it is. Maybe it is. Huh. It might be. Dang, I gotta remember how to solve that, like what the colors were. Oh man, that's far back in the notes. That is far back in the notes. I remember that purple only happens if you have like all the ones lit up that you wanted. Okay. So how did I make purple there? So I'm clicking on the blue. Okay, so I can't get blue there again, it seems. Okay. Just messing around again. Okay, that's what I thought. So blue goes over and becomes purple there. So what I want then would be red there. And then blue goes over and becomes purple there. Yeah, I think there was something about getting purples all the way across or something. Hold on. Let me look at my notes. Man, this is a throwback one. Holy crap. Okay, we're going to need to play around with it a bit, but I need to have it be off, blue, green, white, red, purple. In order to get white, I need all of these to be purple first. So I need this guy to be red, and then boom, I can make a purple there. And then I need this guy to be red again, and boom, I can make a purple there. I need you to be red, and then boom, purple. Boom. Boom, and boom. There we go. So then I need white, red, purple. So that should be white. How would I get... There we go. Okay, white, red, purple. So then I need green and blue. Green, blue, and then this one just needs to be off. Boom! Okay, cool. Is it back here? The note? I knew it. I was like, it's going to be right in the back. DC Power's designs for the VAT controls were partly inspired by the gift they received from their client in a Morajai box. Totally. Totally makes sense. Okay. Cool. Okay, gosh. What was it that I did where I said that? Did I not say that when I came into the utility closet in like a recent episode? I was looking for something else in here maybe. Wow. Or did I dream it? Did I dream that? But like I remember saying, oh man, I would see them doing that or something like that. Cool. Well, there's one that we needed. So now we don't really have anywhere else we could go. I could go into the dark room and I could go from the passageway and maybe get something like a freezer. I don't want to waste any rerolls because I want to use those to try and get the tomb outside. So I think I'm just gonna say meh on the trying to force a thing right away. I'll probably come back in here. It's just getting there. It takes a long loop. But I'll come back in to do the coat check later, so that'll be fine. But let's go into the foundation, and then from there we can head on down to the outer room thing. Doodly doot, doodly doot, doot. Boop. Close all these. Sorry, my phone. Give me all these notifications. No, thank you. So I'm never going to get a blue note for the foundation unless I purposely get rid of it and then put it back again. So hopefully it's not one that I really, really need. But yeah, oh, wrong way. I'm going in there like, oh, cool, I can just go right in. Okay. I wish you always had access to the tomb, but I know I opened it up that one time, but it still closed itself back up, so... It's just such a good room. Okay. And I just want to try doing the statues in the order that is in the will, is what I would like to do. The shelter, it's more about checking emails and things like that, so I'd really rather get the tomb. But we'll see. We'll see how these rerolls go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, that the thing I'm going to do here is we're going to check. We're going to try the different orientation of the statues. Oh, is there some over here? Sometimes stuff spawns here, right? Hey, look at that. Don't need it. Well, I guess when we try and maybe roll for a freezer. Okay, so... Oh, I don't remember all their names. Oh no. Oh no, I gotta find the thing that I have with all the information on them. Hold on. Oh boy. I forgot. For some reason I thought it would just say it, but that's what that's in the chapel. Alright, hold on. Okay, so... I need to do... It goes Orinda, Lydia, Rina, Joya... Dauja, Vea, Mila, and Draxus. So let's look at this. Rinda, Lydia, Rina, Joya. Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh gosh. Where'd my thing go? Okay. So, Orinda is the one with the crown? Where are you, Orinda? Is that you? That's the crown. And then Lydia. Oh, we know Lydia. Lydia's the jockey. We see Lydia all the time. Oh, I should read this again. What do you say? The floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? Yeah, we know all about you. Okay, so where's Lydia? Not you. We know Lydia because Lydia's in our... We have a whole cloister dedicated to Lydia. Where are you at, Lydia? Oh yeah, that's right. This whole... Everything in this whole area. Lydia, where are you at? Is that you? That's Lydia. Boom. Okay, then... Rinna, the gardener. Let's see. Oh gosh. Do. Is that you? Yeah. Okay. And then Joya is the chef, who I think was over here. Yep. Chef. And then Dauja is the pitchfork. Is it a pitchfork? Yeah. Then Vea is the chimney sweep. Then Mila is the last one, which would be you. And then I need to go and hit Draxus, which is death. So we'll see if this does something. It's kind of a long shot, but also I think it makes sense. Oh. Oh, yo! That is metal as hell. The first editions. Oh, look at that. Absolutely flippin' gorgeous. I'm legitimately gonna take a picture of that for Chrissy. Awesome. I love that. I love that, again, we're just having these things that are playing out just like... Awesome. Okay, cool. I don't have the scepter anymore, right? No. Okay. All right. Gotta be taking pictures. The Red Prince. Oh, interesting. Once there was a Red Prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown of rubies and a red castle made of stone. Okay. Just gotta look. Does he have something on his... Oh, he has the thing in his hand, the cursed effigy. Interesting. The prince had a love for everything, all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Okay. Oh, it's going to be the first edition of a new clue. That's right. I forgot. It's not the blueprints. We've already seen the blueprints one. Interesting. Okay. He could not stand the sight of a canary. Oh, this is the political component. Could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. I've always been wondering what the political component is, because there was the whole thing where it's like too political. Seeing them associated as like the symbols of the birds, I had never thought about like, oh yeah. Like I'd always thought like, okay, the canary and the crow, that probably means something. But, you know, I did not even think to connect the colors to those things. You gotta love it. There's so much things about color in this, right? I mean, it's called the Blue Flippin' Prince. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. Anything hidden in here? Just triple, quadruple, quintuple checking. Okay. He couldn't see beyond the red shade. He couldn't see beyond the red shade, he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. Interesting. Okay, and then what's got going on here? You got something? No. But this looks different, right? I need to compare this to the other one. I don't think this page is the same at all. I don't remember this bit and the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new, and if you look closely, you might see it too. And this is talking about, I guess, the Red Prince finding its way back to the original one. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. Oh, gosh. Taking pictures, it's like, are you sure you want to take a picture? Yes, of course I do. The color blue. Got it. Like, didn't want to look towards the past, but now you're looking forward. Now you see that the future is through the, original family, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. A new clue. Gosh. Luckily, I should be able to come back down here relatively easily now. Oh my goodness. Oh, holy crap. The cook and the maid. So is there stuff here again about even more having to do with the gods, right? The cook and the maid, those are both of the gods. I wonder. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. For clues come together like a pair of shoes. I love that. He would likely find two. He would likely tell you. What an interesting thing to say. Route instead of 8, so route 8. How many memos should be visible? Oh, and then it says platform, so it's like, oh, that makes it a little bit more obvious. Okay, interesting. Oh my goodness, wow. So if you didn't solve a new clue, you're gonna solve it with this one, my goodness. Okay, suspect list needed, we'll add in final illustration. Oh, so the suspect is who was the missing kid. That's who the suspect is, right? Because it was like, who's the suspect? It's a minor. Right? And like that would be us. Also, I love this medium gate. Oh my gosh, does it say that in the book? Does it say that? There's no way. There's no way. This is wild, y'all. Okay, he had retraced his sketches and studied the files, rewritten his theories, and gone through the piles of the evidence shown to God only known, nobody known, and retraced his steps as if stretched on for miles. Oh my glorb, what? So much stuff, holy crap. All right, he had looked high and low in all of the rooms, 8, 12, 1, 5 plus 14, what? He had searched every corner in all of the tombs. For in this case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Note to publisher, insert small case numbers, barely visible, between the marked words above. What? Is that in there in the actual book? Or are they not? What is going on here? Like, did I already do these? 3, 13, 5 plus 4. Okay, there's 1. Where's 2? Where's 3? Corner. All checked corner case rooms. Had a... Oh, no. Wait, had new? In case you'd found all the rooms? Hold on. I'm trying to... maybe every space. Is this the thing of every space in case? Or every corner case. So we're saying it's the word to the left. So, all checked corner case rooms had a low case clue found all the rooms. So what's the low case? Had a low case clue. Okay. Okay. So that's talking about the notes that had the lowercase bits on them. Is that what that's saying? I think that's what that's saying. And so I think we did it. But that was like the little lowercase bits on the clues throughout. Too much overlap with clue in the secret passage. Okay, yeah. So that's, we've seen that. Swap the king with the rook. We've done that. Okay. Replace fork with something connected to 10. Interesting. But then that didn't happen, I don't think. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur who told him clues would only be found. Oh my gosh, y'all. That's where the notes are that you find with the lowercase clues. That's where those notes are. Wow. Wow, this is wild. Oh, look at the cuckoo clocks. They do look weird. One of them's got like a weird arrow situation going on. Okay. A new clue. Uncle Aw. Right, so it's just pointing out how you do that. Right? Okay. Tender cipher. Looking around. Seems like there's not much hidden here because this is supposed to be the thing that was hidden. And tome after tome, and the library loaned, and the books that he had that he already owned were searched from their covers, all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Remove. Huh, I know where that is. Why remove it? He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. Lines as in ranks or lines as in spines. Okay, yeah. He checked all the colors for each key that he wound. A nod to my uncle's parlor game. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. As my mother used to call me. And found that the diction of each word was sound. Unending homophones. Doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. Okay. Okay, is this just... The seasonal greeting thing is confusing to me, but that may be something that I already actually solved. Okay, whoa, the floating moon. Whoa, look at that. That's not usually there, right? He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. From what I was told, I believe Margle's directory is currently 22 rooms short of completion. No cause for concern yet, as Uncle has thankfully removed pump room from the draft pool. And then the entrance hall. Okay, it's helped me with that, if I hadn't already done that. A man obsessed and cuckoo too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he knew what to do. The best medicine is not yet evidence. Okay. And having read this so many times, having scoured over each of the lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? One per page. We've done that. Show the entire route. Ooh, look, it hovers weird. We've broken the texture here. Okay, so show the whole route. It's showing you that. So again, this is really helping you to solve a new clue if you hadn't already. Like pretty much telling you what each of the pieces are, which is not, oh, this is nice. This is very nice. Or is there perhaps something book, right? Maybe. Something overlooked, but now in view. Have you really found it? Could it finally be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Do like a book, I'm assuming. Okay, arrow is pointing at the suspect is minor, the suspect is major, the suspect is minor. The suspect is a blank, 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 blank key. Right. Typed. Remove sign from this final illustration. Handwritten, typed. And so this matters because we know that this could be true and this could be true, but this is false. Ryan ran off to set this up before we leave. A key. Because this is some code that I need to use to access the computers. A 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll think on it. Okay. And that is the first edition. Dang, son. Okay. Well, shoot. Can I grab the skull? Can't grab the skull. We've seen all this, I think. What's he pointing at? Points right at this. I've never been able to get to there, though. I don't know how you would get to there. But it always feels to me like that is significant. Okay. Well, that feels complete. And then this is open now. So this, it just closes when you don't have the tomb, huh? Or is it always open now? Can I just come here all the time? I wonder. Okay, we need to get back up to the, what do you call it? The coat check. So we will do that. And then as far as for tomorrow, now that I have gotten the tomb, we did this. So there's the shelter that I want to do. That we want to try next time, maybe. And then more blue rooms up here. We got, let me mark off what we got. We got the utility closet. Okay. And what else did we get? We got the den. Beautiful. So, according to my list, we have left the sauna, the mirror room, the rumpus room, the pantry, and the ballroom. Maybe the parlor, maybe the billiard room. I was not able to find one in the parlor, but it's hard to prove a negative. I can't prove to you that there's not one in there. I could only prove to you when there was one. I could use that as evidence that there was one. Okay, so I'm thinking it might not be a terrible idea to just end my turn in here. You know? Like I said, I could run up and I could go and maybe try and get a freezer over there next to the passageway. Ooh. Maybe we will head up there and I'll end my turn in an observatory. Because then, next time we can grab the observatory right away and see what we get for having like 180 stars or whatever, 175. So then, where's my nearest one? Yeah, I guess I might as well go to the passageway. I'll use my 2 dice. 'Cause I'm not going to be keeping those at all. I mean, I'm not going to be keeping any of it, right? Unless I do the passageway. Not going to burn any stars, though. I don't want to drop below 170, you know? Oh, and the dark room's on, so there might be something in there for me. Curious what it'll be. A gem you shouldn't have. Okay, and then you. Beep-doo beep. None of y'all. Redraw. We're not at a rumpus room place. Well, I could end in the planetarium, I guess. Gain 2 stars. But nah, we'll do one more reroll. That's fine. I mean, I can't save the key because I'm not gonna get rid of the emerald bracelet in the code check. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Well then, yeah, let's go end our turn in the observatory. I'd rather do that than end it in the planetarium or any of these other rooms. So it's like, if it wasn't the freezer, then it was like, who cares? Okay. So then I'm gonna go up into the dark room, left into the chapel, right into the other, like the commissary or something that's there. Okay, then I think we're veering left. Whew. Goodness, yawning. What spawned that there? Oh, the tomb. What would normally be spawning in the tomb was spawning there. Okay, so then yeah, we'll end our turn here. If I do this, do I get to see? No, okay, because that's right, because it's whatever you had when you came in here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna end our turn here. And we will just have to see what we see next time. I'm excited about finally being able to see whatever the bigger constellations are. I'm assuming there's one for 100. Who knows if there's another one, but we shall see. Okay, yeah, let's end our day in here. We code-checked the emerald bracelet. That's the most important thing. Beyond that, we did the swapping to the stars. I feel like, yeah, we got some stuff done. We got stuff. And then obviously we found the first additions. I mean, that seemed pretty cool. That seemed pretty huge. It felt kind of anticlimactic because it just worked out so perfectly, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? It wasn't turbo hype because I had already built my expectations to a specific level, and it met those expectations. Because what we found was not mind-blowing, but it certainly was something. So, pretty neat. Pretty neat. I love that they had to hide their shrine to the dark god. That's just chef's kiss. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, y'all. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, of course, like, comment, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff down there that will help me in the algorithm. But most importantly, y'all, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I have been Price, and I will see y'all next time.